Hello there, in this particular video we are going to learn about how to use setTimeout in JavaScript. So here in this particular video we will learn that how to delay some part of code in JavaScript using this particular method, and it is more like telling JavaScript that hey JavaScript, please wait for a few seconds and then execute this line of code. Now this could be possible only with the help of setTimeout, and we will understand it step by step into our Visual Studio Code. So let's code. Now let's first understand the definition of setTimeout. Well, this setTimeout is a built-in function in JavaScript, right? So it is already available in JavaScript. You need not to create it at your own. It is already available, just use it, right? And it execute a function after a delay. Function is what? A group of code, right? Now if we want that particular code will execute only after some time with some delay, for that we use this setTimeout method. Now let's understand that what is the syntax of it. So the syntax of setTimeout is very simple. You just need to write setTimeout, right? And after that you need to put up parenthesis. Inside of this we write the function name, right? Function name. What function name? The function name indicates that particular function or a group of code that you want to make delay, that you want that execution to be delayed, right? So we write that function name and then we put a comma and then we write the time, the delay time, right? Delay time, the amount of time you want to delay it, right? So this is how you create a set timeout of syntax. And there's one more way, that if you are uh, like using some function and calling it inside a set timeout, then we use this syntax. Now you can also create that function inside the set timeout also, like when you write set time out, then you put a parenthesis in, you can create a function inside of it. So for that we are going to use arrow function, that is a parenthesis, then an arrow, and then a curly bracket. Now inside of this we write our code, right? Here we write our code and then we put a comma and then a delay time, right? So it is very easy to use. Now I'm going to give you a very good example so that you can understand it very carefully. Let's say that console.log, and inside of it I'm writing 1, right? Let's copy it down few more times. Let's make it 2, let's make it 3, and let's make it 4. So what you think that in which order will it get print? 1 2 3 4 or 2 3 4 1 or 3 2 1 4? In which order? Definitely it will be printed in 1 2 3 4 in a sequential order, right? First this line will execute, then this, then this, then this, then this, right? Let's see in our console. Where is it? Yeah. So you can see 1 2 3 and 4 in this particular order, right? Now if I want that this particular line of code will execute after 2 seconds, after 2 seconds, if I want this, then what I have to do? Think about it. I want that first it will print 1, then 2, then 4, and then after 2 seconds it print 3. I want this order. Now for that we use our set timeout, right? So what I'm going to do, I will simply create a set timeout here, that is set timeout. I will create a parenthesis. Inside of this I'm going to create an arrow function here, right? And here I will write the code which I want to return, that is console.log and 3, right? And then I give a delay time of 2000. Why this 2000? Because in set timeout we write the time in the millisecond. Here 1000 indicates 1 second, right? 1000 millisecond indicates 1 second. Similarly 2000 millisecond indicates 2 seconds, right? So this is how we write the time here, right? Now let's see that whether it is working or not. Let's go to our console. 1 to 4, and you can see after 2 seconds your 3 got printed, right? Again 1 to 4, and after 2 seconds it got printed. 1 2, you can see the 3 got printed, right? So this is how actually we use this set timeout. Now if I say that let's make this 2 second equals to 0, let's change the time and set it to 0. Now what do you think that what will be the order, whether it will be 1 2 3 and 4 or something else? What do you think? Now the time is 0, right? I have decreased the delay time to 0. Any guesses? Let's see in our console that what I'm going to get. Now you can see that even after making the time 0, it is again showing me 1 2 4 and 3. Why? The question is why, and the answer is very simple, that your set timeout is a asynchronous JavaScript method. Asynchronous JavaScript method, right? That's why it is happening. Now let me take you some diagrams to explain it better. Now you can see here, when you use a asynchronous JavaScript, what actually happened, that let's say this is the line of code, 4 line of code, right? This is the synchronous, and the third line of code is asynchronous, and then the fourth line of code is synchronous, right? Now in JavaScript, what actually happens is that this first line of code, which is a synchronous, actually goes inside the main stack. Then again the second line of code, which is synchronous, then it will go inside the main stack. Now since the third line of code is asynchronous, so whatever the code is which is asynchronous will go to the side stack, it don't go into the main stack. And then the 4 line of code, which is the synchronous, then it will again go to the main stack. Now in JavaScript, what actually happens, that first the main stack code will execute. So the first one will execute, then 2 will execute, then 4 will execute, and after the execution of all the line of code which are in the main stack, then it will ask the side stack that, hey side stack, do you have any code? It will say yes, I'm having 3. Then 3, let's come to the main stack. The 3 will say, wait, I have 2 seconds, I have to wait for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, it will come to the main stack and then it will execute, right? Then it will execute. So this is how your asynchronous code works in the JavaScript, and your set timeout is used to create a asynchronous JavaScript, asynchronous codes, right? So set timeout is a very important method in JavaScript, and you need to understand it very carefully. Let me show you another example. Well, I think this is well sufficient to understand that how to use it, but still I'm going to give another example, like if I want to use a alert function, right? If I want to use a alert function, then what I need to do, simply just write set timeout, right? Now you can see here, this is the syntax of it. Now inside of this, here is the arrow function, this is the arrow function. I'm going to give a alert here, alert. And alert says what? Alert says that, hey, your system is going to blast, right? This is the alert. And what time you want? I want it to come on my window after 3 seconds. For 3 seconds, what I have to do? I have to write 3000 milliseconds, right? 3000 milliseconds, right? So take this as a point that in set timeout, we write the time in millisecond, delay time in millisecond. Now let's go to our Chrome browser, and 1 2 3, as you can see here, I'm getting an alert which is saying that, hey, your system is going to blast, right? So this is how you use your set timeout in JavaScript. I hope you understood the concept very carefully and clearly. If you understood it and like the way I explained it, make sure that you hit the like button and subscribe the channel. We will meet again in the next topic. Till then, goodbye.